One really fun trick that I like to employ whenever a kick is a little bit either thin or lacking in sustain in that bottom end, is actually to put a reverb on it. And this is not something that's very intuitive. One of the last things you would want to do is, normally speaking, is to put reverb on a kick drum because it's a bass instrument. But that's exactly why we want to do it. Now you got to be real careful what reverbs you use and how you use them. In this particular case, I'm using an Impulse that I happen to like the low end response of. Okay, and I think I'm using a stock Cubase. No, I'm using a Broadcasty Impulse, free one. Anyway, here's what we're looking at without reverb. And this is not a bad kick by any means. I like it a lot. Everything about it, really. But I wanted to add just a hair of sustain. This is going to be a subtle thing. It's not going to be a world changer, but you guys kind of know the big live kick drum when it goes boom, boom, boom. It's got a little bit more sustain to it. And a lot of studio kicks, in my experience, have been more, boom, real fast. And so we're just kind of slowing it down a little bit, or letting a little bit of rumble through. Okay, so that's dry. Let's add some reverb to it. And I'm sure the first thing most of you are thinking is, yuck, why would I want that? It sounds like a basketball, or at least a basketball gym. Well, it does, until we get it in context. All that stuff will pretty much disappear. Now, this might get a lot louder. Let's yank it down a little bit. And sometimes I'll go ahead and use a low-pass filter on it just to get more of that out of there on the reverb itself. So no rule against knocking off that top end if you don't like it. If I really wanted to go nuts with it, like right here, I've got it at 82 hertz at the moment, a low-pass filter. You can hear I cranked it way up just so we would obviously hear it, and that's just a big mushy bunch of junk. But this can be tweaked just to be blended in subtly. And again, this is not something you're going to use every mix or maybe even every 10 mixes, but it's nice to have in your arsenal, and it's an alternative to using transient designers or compressors to get that kind of sustain. Ultimately, it really needs to happen on the drum itself, but this is something we can do after the fact. All right, guys, so try it out and see what you think, and if you don't like it, then tough crap. All right, see ya. Bye.